Thank you. What you guys are doing right now is amazing. It's setting an example for the world, and it could transform our society. You're listening, right? You've come out here and you're exposing yourself to something new, and that is awesome. I'm Pearce, and I've recently realized that I spend a lot of time running my mouth. Just ask my wife. You know, I love to try to make myself heard and my opinions known, and I can find it really challenging to listen to other people, especially somebody that I disagree with. So, it may come as no surprise that I spent the last 5 years working in Washington, D.C. But since leaving D.C., I've gained a new perspective. I recognize how silly and harmful the rancor that has gripped American politics and society really is. You know, we're all so used to it these days that sometimes we don't step back and realize the damage it's doing to who we are as a nation and who we are as a people. You know, the problem is pervasive. It's affecting our relationships and productivity at every level, from the kitchen table, to your office, to out in public, to the halls of Congress, even our international relations. There's no part of society that would not benefit from and be transformed by a new commitment to listen to each other with respect, tolerance, and understanding. If we hope for a healthy, prosperous nation, guys, we cannot continue to demagogue our neighbors just because they see the world differently, suggesting that not only their opinions, but they themselves are somehow less. You know, such behavior is immature, antisocial, and I feel like it's downright un-American. Hey, raise your hand if you are so sick of politics, you have completely tuned out. Right? Right? Politics is not the battleground between good and evil, but that's how it seems. You know, a lot of us believe that there are black and white issues worth fighting for, but I think these are the exception, not the rule. There's a lot of room in public policy that is ripe for negotiation and that dirty C word, compromise. Legislating should be a more collective and bipartisan effort towards getting stuff done on behalf of us, normal folks who are so sick and tired of government that we've completely tuned out. But by carrying that torch of division and demagoguery to our communities, we've successfully created a country full of warring factions, and it's ripping America apart at the seams. Guys, when it takes terrorists slaughtering thousands of our neighbors in this city to unite us, something is horribly wrong. But the good news is that we can turn this tide. We can turn the tide by doing something as simple as listening to each other. That doesn't mean being silent or passive. I'm talking about active listening. You know, we all like to tell our story and to share, but maybe we can let another person speak first. You know, maybe we can hear them out and ask questions about their perspective. I recently saw a Texas pastor on Twitter observe that sometimes our eyes don't open until our mouth closes. I personally think we have a moral responsibility to listen and gain an understanding of opposing views. I mean, what good is it to hold fiercely to a stance that we've not bothered to weigh or pressure test against divergent perspectives? Too often, I think we all engage in mutual reinforcement parties with friends of like mind, and we fall victim to confirmation bias. Technology has helped us to tailor our information source to the point that we're all just hearing what we want to hear from people just like us. So of course opposing positions make absolutely no sense. We've all got our own facts that now go along with our own opinions, and that's dangerous. So I've got a question for you guys. What do you think would happen if we all took time to sit down with somebody of a different, fresh perspective and just listened? What if we left as much bias and prejudice as humanly possible at the door? Now, imagine if your new good practice were adopted on park benches across America, in your office, in school cafeterias, maybe in the halls of Congress. We'll still hold different, even competing views, of course, but I hope we'd be able to move beyond slander and seek common ground with a new appreciation and respect for the other side. So in an effort to promote that transformative change in our discourse, we've launched the Listen First Project. Listen First Project seeks to facilitate greater understanding, respect, and cooperation by encouraging the timeless but it seems abandoned practice of listening. We want folks to listen regardless of all that stuff that divides us, regardless of politics, religion, age, gender, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, education, or any other distinction. Listen First Project believes that the power of listening can actually change the world. And we've got a highly diverse group of leaders who have come together to launch this movement and commit to making an impact on society, one conversation at a time. We're so honored to be partnering with Play-diem in support of their tremendous work for local artists and music lovers in New York City. And we'd also be honored to partner with you, for you to join this movement. I'm asking you to join me. Join me in making a personal pledge to listen to and consider another person's views before expressing your own, to prioritize respect and understanding over your own ideas, and to encourage others to do the same. Can you do that? Can you? Imagine the impact if we all did. LFP's message has been printed in newspapers around the country and has garnered a tremendously positive reaction. This very simple challenge to listen to each other is resonating in widely diverse corners of America. Students, teachers, pastors, politicians, everyday folks. One person wrote that they believe LFP can be an awesome, powerful, national and international movement in the years to come. So now, I'm asking you to take it into your community, to be a part of something much bigger than any of us, to make a difference, to join together in changing the conversation and changing the world. It starts with me, and it starts with you. We have the power to effect dramatic change by doing something so simple, basic, and free. Something that each one of you is already doing right here, right now. Listening. If you don't think the idea is powerful, look at me. 2 months ago, I was on a bus in the middle of the night riding across Africa, and having spent years in DC and knowing what I'd be coming back to in America, felt inspired to get out the iPad and start writing about listening. Fast forward to today, and I'm standing on stage in Central Park, sharing the message with you guys. This message resonates, and I want you to imagine what impact you could have in your world. If the message and mission of Listen First Project speaks to you, if you want to be a part of this movement, please go over to the Listen First Project table during the concert. You can sign the pledge and check us out. You can also go to listenfirstproject.org. If you're a tweeter, share thoughts using #ListenFirst. We'll retweet you guys. And share the message with your friends, because we could all definitely use a reminder to listen. Challenge your friends to push outside their comfort zone, to break into new territory by listening, being bold, and making a difference. Guys, you've been so generous in listening to me, so I'd love the opportunity to listen to you. Please do stop by the table if you have a chance. You can sign the pledge right there. I've got a bunch of bumper stickers, and I can give you more information on how to engage in this mission. I'd also love to facilitate some real discussions while I'm here. So if you want to start listening right here, start chatting with fellow music lovers who may or may not see the world the same way that you do, come on over. It takes courage, but it's a lot of fun. If you don't get a chance to stop by, hit up listenfirstproject.org and feel free to email me directly, Pearce@listenfirstproject.org. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the chance. Thank you for giving me the chance to share my personal realization and new mission with you. Special thanks to Play-diem and these terrific artists for putting on an incredible show and allowing Listen First Project to be a part of it. Guys, it's time for a new day in America. It's time to listen. Thank you.